Reducing or simplifying fractions. Understanding fractions, equivalent fractions, and all other mathematical concepts related to fractions is very important. It is important because it will assist you to find solutions for your fraction-related problems. Let's review fractions. What is a fraction? A fraction is a part of a whole or the number of parts that make up a whole. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is the Learning Academy. This is where we explore and discover knowledge in various areas. Remember to select the subscribe button to receive notifications. Equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are fractions with different numerators and different denominators that represent the same value or the same fraction or the same portion of the whole. For example, 1/3 is equivalent to 2/6. 2/6 is equivalent to 3/9, and 3/9 is also equivalent to 4/12. Rules for equivalent fractions. You create equivalent fractions by dividing or multiplying. You must use the same number to divide or multiply the numerator and the denominator. Never add or subtract. Division is the opposite of multiplication. For example, we will use a half. We will use both signs to show how to create the equivalent fractions. So a half multiplied by 4, we would get 4/8 because we would have multiplied the 1 by 4 and the 2 by 4. If we were to do the division side of it, we would divide 4/8 by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1 and 8 divided by 4 is 2. We get to another example, 16/20. Divide by 4 and we get 4/5. If we were to multiply 4/5 by 4, we would get 16/20. When we simplify or reduce a fraction, it means that we make the fraction as simple as is possible. It means that we reduce the fraction to its lowest terms. It is so much easier to say 1/5 instead of 5/10 or 5/10. A half is easier to say than 2/4 or 2/4. A half is also easier to say than 8/16 or 8/16. A third is also easier to say than 3/9 or 3/9. A quarter is easier to say than 4/16 or 4/16. Steps to reduce or simplify fractions. First, you write down all the factors or all the numbers for the numerator and the denominator. Then you have to examine and determine which one of these factors is the largest factor that is common between both the numerator and the denominator. Then you divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number. That is the number that is the largest common factor. Then you write down your reduced fraction. To simplify a fraction, you divide the numerator and the denominator by the highest number that can divide into both numbers exactly or perfectly. Basically, you divide the numerator and the denominator by 2, then 3, or 4, or 5 until you cannot divide the number any further. At using division. Remember that if you are using division to create an equivalent fraction, there must be no remainder. Let's use 18/28. If you divide that by 2, you will get 9/14. If you divide 9/18 by 3, first you will get 3/6. Then if you divide that by 3, then you would get a half. When you have reduced or simplified a fraction to a point where it cannot be reduced anymore, it is said that you have reduced a fraction to its lowest terms. Let us explore the various mathematical concepts together. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for being here. This is the Learning Academy.